Right, welcome back to Blickling. Been a few changes. As I told you, Pat has been doing the books. Well, we got back on the fields. After she sorted out a few things for me, and one of the things she found out was paying a hell of a lot in fertiliser. And she'd done a bit of research and decided we could probably do it a little bit cheaper if we didn't use fertiliser. Well, that's fairly obvious, but that means changing our farming practices quite a bit. That's what we've got then. Yeah, so we'll change some equipment over. The sprayers are gone. I'm not going to be spraying anymore. I'm just off, as I will be once I get the right way. I'm going to be off to the sheep farm to clean that up. I should really clean up down. Hold on, before we do that, we will just clean up down here. I just had a thought. We've got the got a wheel on the stick. There's a second wheel on the stick. This one's to go over to the sheep farm and stay there. And we are going to not go organic because that's a bit too far, but we are certainly going to cut down on the amount we use. This year we won't be fertilising everything fully. It just won't be possible, but we should get 2 layers on. 1 layer we already put on. We've only got 2 fields left to do. That should do it, I think. I'll just go back so we can just grab this bit here. I think there's another bit just round here. That should do. Oh. Sitting a bit far back, I'm just going to reset my camera. It's a bit better. Right, I'm off to the sheep farm now. Then I'm going to drop the wheel on the stick once I've cleaned up there, if it'll work over there. Can't use the front loader because Pat's got that in field 1 at the moment and she's weeding. We are going to be weeding, but the idea is if we don't take the straw off, we will leave chopped straw down. That will give us 1 layer. We can't do it for every field, obviously, because we're going to need straw, and quite a bit of it as time goes on. But once we're sown, we will be lightly rolling the crop down. This will actually help to hold the water in and keep some of the nutrients from dissipating. I know this isn't scientific, but just bear with me for the story. We'll stop the all the nutrients from dissipating out, so it will count as 2 levels, and then at the first growth stage we will weed. Maybe a case in future having to get a second weeder and a second tractor with narrow tyres to run them, but at the moment, with the number of fields we've got, we should be okay. The grass will, once we get enough slurry together, will be slurried. But until then, we will keep using some granular. Although I've got none on the farm. I actually sold my tanks and that off. I got a little bit of money for them. We sold the merger, and we bought a cheaper windrower. Hence the money we got up there now. We're selling stuff off and changing down some stuff. We've got a little bit of money to play with. I may well just get a few more cattle. Be nice to get them before the summer, but depends on how things go. I've got a small trailer to pick up and a sort of cleaning apparatus for getting the muck out easier than trying to shovel it. Yeah, so I'm going for ears. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Luckily there's no collisions on these gates. Yes, it's going to be a complete change of direction. So this year only one field I think will have the 3 fertiliser levels, and that's field 10. Everything else will have to go a little bit without now. So if this works on this one, okay. Switch it on, drop it down. Let's just see what we can do. Oh, the sheep out the way. Oh yeah, that's working okay. Let's lift it and turn around and come back and get this. See if we can get this second little pass here. Oh, because we're now caught up again with the amount of hay we had in this trough. So we can now actually clean into the trough again. And I think we may be almost full now. Try to send it back. Yeah, it looks like we might be full again. So it means we ain't going to clean this right up. Let's have a look at the book of words. Just put the brake on. One I wanted, not the other one. And no, not quite full, so it should be going in there. Probably not close enough. And you just love it when the sheep get right in the way. Just coming a bit closer so we can just... It doesn't seem to want to go in there now. Things could be one quite close enough. It seems to be going now. Get this last little bit and that we call that clean. This is certainly a little bit, well, yeah, so I think we call that clean. It's a little bit quicker than by hand. We may have some spill out of the tyre here, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Right, I'll drop this off here, see how much wool we've got. I'm going to sell the wool possibly during the winter, however much we've got. That's a front load of stuff. There's one in there, one full there, and one almost full. We've still got the rest of this season and one more season to go. I'll put that right in this end. That's where the hay is going. So I put a little bit of jolt there. Alright, now we'll go and pick up the other stuff we've got. There's one slight problem. I'll put the front weight on here. I really don't want it on here, but I don't want to leave it up this way. Anyway, make our way to the shop anyway, and we'll worry about that later. And then we're going to have a look and see how well Pat's doing. Weeding one. I've just got 1 and 2 to do. I weeded a couple already. But it started, I was spraying, and it started to rain because you can't spray then. And that's when I went back to the farmhouse, and Pat was there sort of scratching her head and saying, look, this is costing us too much, all this fertiliser. And I've been doing some research and we can save some money on it. Still got we might have enough slurry, but I don't think we can afford a slurry tanker at the moment. Because we can't, especially on this meadow here, we cannot use splash pad. We're too close to water course. You could use injections, but I'm not certain how much they cost. I will find out when we get back to the shop. It's a case of getting either more cattle or going for a slurry tanker. We'll see how much they cost first, but we'll get back and see the guys here. I think we're alright. Got one behind us. We should better leave him in the dust. Yeah, so it's all changed. It changed the direction for the farm. Not fully organic, but not going to use as much artificial fertiliser as we were. It is going up and up in price all the time. But we can do it without. And actually the cost of the equipment we bought so far is minimal. I think it's cost about 40,000, which we'll almost get through that in sort of 3 or 4 year period on sprays on fertiliser alone. I just want to come back, get what I came back in now. I was just going to have a look and see how Pat's doing. I might as well leave that here when we walk. Doing that again. Come on. Thinks it's moving. Well, I could be parked on a slope, so I definitely think it's moving. I need to put some water into the beasties as well. Well, let's see how she's doing here. What sort of job she's managing to do, and I think she's close to where we're coming in here. Oh yeah, here she comes. We better stand to one side. Oh yes, it's doing it. It's cleaning the crop up using a very wide headland because I wasn't certain how much wrong this was going to need to turn around. I think I could have cut one headland off. She ain't going to be too long doing that. Let's get back and shut that flaming tractor off. Yeah, see how we parked it on the slope and the poor beast. Oh, I'm going to take the weight off here. Put the weight back in its parking place. The 8000 is not being used as much, but that is our real heavy duty tractor. That's not so much for general use as this one is. I'm going to also service the fence when she's finished what she's up to. Alright, let's get to the shop and pick up our trailer and our new piece of kit. I picked up some eggs too, so if I remember, we sell the eggs off whilst we're at it. Maybe we'll have to cut this hedge down a bit. That's alright. It's getting harder and harder to see out of there. Want that up. Yeah, so it's all changed. We'll just warn you now, if you had any comments about the last one which you expected to reply on, how I'm making this one straight after the last one. I suddenly had the idea of this storyline, and I wanted to do it before I forgot all about it. You get to a certain age, and you'll all find out in time that your memory isn't what it should be. There we are. Just a very small trailer and this beast. This is a Pottinger. It's got a double thing. One, I want to get the muck out. It should also be okay to use it with grass think about it. But I think we still use the forage wagon for that. Just try and line up somewhere there. I think we're there. We'll soon find out. We're somewhere near. Yeah, we are close enough. And this will pick up almost everything you want. Excellent piece of kit. And for those who are interested, it's Realismus Modding. And I believe I can't remember. I think this is one we have on our site. I'm not certain, but it's an excellent piece of kit. I was using on some of the ones that what they call a mill. I can't remember the name of it, but it had a few errors in the log, and I decided that once this became available, I was going to change over. Oops, gone too far. That's got it. That'll do. I think we're alright there. Now we go backwards and forwards. And this is only a titchy little trailer, but that's all I want for muck. This is for taking muck to the greenhouses. Well, I'm determined to get those going too. Alright, we get back to the farm. Now we'll just try this out. We'll just fill this trailer up. It's a cheap trailer, so it won't be used for anything other than muck. Right. Traffic's been good to us today. Oh, I was going to see what selling is, but I think they're around the corner. I may just take a trip out in the pickup, because I think I've got several eggs on me at the moment. We'll wait for Pat to finish, I think. Then I'll set her loose on number 2. But I need the front loader anyway, I think, to do the greenhouses, but I can take some water around. So I'll just drop this stuff off here. Oh, we will just try this out first. No sheet on there. So we'll just change it to the front. Oh, change it to the front. And do that. Now we have to aim it, so I'm going to have to come out a cab, I think, to aim it. See how much we've got in here. Oh, we've got a fair heap, not a massive heap, but just a fair heap. I must probably leave this here because it's where it's going to be used mainly. Now I'm going to just kind of jump out cab a bit, just right. Oh, I need to switch the laser light on. X. There we are. So we can actually put it wherever we want it in the cabin, because as we lower this, it will change the position of it. But there we go, that working so well. I'm on the wrong way. Bring it back in, and I think we might be almost full. I'm not quite, so we just lower this in, and we need just to drop the aim, put it to the front now, and it works a treat. And we're now full. Rise it up, shut it off. I'll actually wrap the pipe up. A slight collision on that pipe, but I'm just going to drop it back slightly. It's about there. And this is where it's going to stay, out in the open. But what that's going to be doing, it doesn't really matter so much. So we will now control I just now. Just want to check stuff and that's alright. Oh, because we've got the pipe in. Right, we're just gonna drop it. Switch the engine off before we connect it. I think I forgot to do that at the shop. So I'm going to probably lose my arm before long. There we are, can stay here now. And we start up again. I need to... I think we just go out into the meadow to turn around. Hope we don't run too many cows over. Oh, I was going to check on the price of our slurry sprayers. If we can make enough slurry to keep the grass going, it will be fine and dandy now. It'll be easier to come out the other way because we need to go the other way. And there's the dog doing it, being nuts again. That's normal. I had to go out this way. I'm not going to turn around the yard. I'm going to take this up to the greenhouse and just drop this off there. And I think we're getting close to wrapping up on this one. We'll tip this off near the greenhouses, then we'll get the front loader up there at some point. I still need to water everything. That will be, I think, the next episode. And I just realised I should have that on ×5 and I haven't. Also setting up, I had it set down to ×1 to normal times. And there goes another plane. It's very noisy around here. Oh, you better slow down a bit. I think 40 mile an hour might be just cracking on a bit too much. So the pigs have been put on hold for a while. I like this idea better than I like doing pigs, personally. Now, greenhouses should be around in. I can't remember how you get to them. This could be fun. Well, oh great. I had to move out of my way. I've got a heavy load here, I can't very well shift it. Can't remember it coming this side or on the other side. We'll try this side anyway, or we have to go through the main entrance. Looks like there's a roadway up here. No. Now we're going to have to turn around. This is going to be fun. Fun is not normally a word you associate with this. We go through that tip. They may not like it, but they're tough. I miss the little truck. Try and miss all the people making for the pub. There are greenhouses there, but I didn't have much to do with these in the past, so that's why I'm not too certain where everything goes. There we go. I don't think we can tip this straight in. I think we're going to have to tip it somewhere. Yeah, no tip through, so it's going to have to be shoved in, so we'll put that over here. And we can also sell it off here. Let's come back there. Might do there, I think. Now when we get a chance, we'll bring the vent up here with the shovel on, and we will get rid of it into those. And I'm also going to have to bring some water down there, and possibly not with this tractor. I think the vent again will be better for that. It'll be a little bit more nimble than this JCB. We may in time have to get a second small tractor. I think, as I already said. Oh, she's finished. Right, but we're going to get in front of him. Or her. Oh, of course, I've still got that thing tipped up, I bet. I reckon. Let's just pull in to the side there, just drop it again. Yes. Better. One beauty of this trailer is you can see over the top of it. Just wait for this one to come past and we'll play it again. Right. Hope you like the way I was polite with my driving. Happens more here than it does in real life. Catch him up a bit too quickly for my liking. Now I've got to find somewhere to park this thing. Alright, to come at character for a little while. This is the way these different series are going to be running now. This one will be as little fertiliser as possible. Snuff and Not will be making all our own fertiliser and seed. Drumard, of course, is sheep, and we'll be just buying our seed as we want it with that one. Can't put them in there. Can't put them in the big shed over here. Oh, it's, yeah, we might get it down next to the. Actually, we've got a place over here, haven't we? Yeah, that's the point. Just turn it round and back it next to the combine. We don't need that spot for anything. Let's see if I can back it in there, of course. This is what my wife does most of the driving, because I am hopeless at driving. Tell you what I'm going to do. This one can be left out in the open as well. I don't need to put this in anywhere. Nice. That's it. So I'm going to cut a cab to back up. It's easier. Just back it in here. Don't need this for anything else. Doesn't matter if this one rusts away. Typical farmer. That's cheap. It can rust away. I think we'll go and see how Pat's doing. Get her set up on the other field, and we'll call it an episode. So I'll just say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber and can get used to my rambling ways, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have you aboard. And before I forget, next episode will also be the same period, same day. We're finished doing these. Now where is she? I think we might have to... Ah no, there she is. I was saying I might have to hop in. I think there's a way through the two this side, so we'll take that rather than find a road entrance. But that looks okay. Yeah, it looks done well. Stop. Get rid of that for the moment. Come along the field edge. And you might think, oh, I'm having to get it set up, but believe me, it's easier. We run over the edge of the field. I don't know what happened there. We missed the centre of this field out completely. This is the last one to do. Oh, missed here, but it looks like we'll just go 2 in here. I think we're just going to see if we've got a field 2 12 metre note. It'd be the northeast, going south, and 2 headlands this time. We'll try it down to 2. Field 2 12 metre. On first waypoint, it's just help device going forward, of course. That should be close enough to start her off. And we'll just see this thing in action. Now, any questions, queries, comments, or anything else you want to say, feel free to post them. Any seasons questions which may want a prolonged question or prolonged answer, I'd rather you contact me on PCSG. There I can give you a more considered reply than I can on here. We'll just take a quick shot of her there. So with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.